Hi guys, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect, plant-based extreme weight loss. And today is a Wednesday. That makes it weigh-in Wednesday. And that's the day when I hold myself accountable and I check in with you and tell you how the day's gone, how the week's gone, how I'm doing, and of course, where my weight is at. So I don't know what it is, guys, but last week I was at 208 pounds and I had taken off 4 pounds. The week before that, I was at 212 pounds and I had taken off 4 pounds. And then the week before that, same thing. I think I was at 216. I had taken off 4 pounds. So I seem to have this thing where I'm taking off 4 pounds, which is awesome. I wonder if it's a little too fast. I wonder if maybe I should be adding in a little bit more food, but right now I'm just grateful for it because I feel like later on, the closer I get to my goal, which is 136 pounds, I feel like it'll probably slow down. Although I'm not holding that thought. I'm not holding that thought at all. You know what? It can go as fast as it wants to go. It can go as slow as it wants to go. My job is to maintain the behaviors that foster healing and will also foster taking off anything that doesn't belong here, anything that doesn't belong to me. You know, I love how Lisa Nichols, she's a motivational speaker, she said, you know, some lady lost 80 pounds and she found it and now she's trying to return it to its rightful owner. So that's what's going on with me. I've got a lot of pounds to unpack and return to their rightful owner, whoever maybe has lost them. That's why I never say I lost weight, or I try not to. I'll say that I released weight, that I'm removing weight, that I'm taking off weight, but I don't want to send my brain the signal that I have lost something and that I would like it back. I don't want to send that. Okay, so I told you I was at 208 last week, and I told you that I keep seeming to lose 4 pounds. Guess what I weigh this week? 204. 204, down from my highest weight, which was 436. So what does that make? It makes me be around 230 pounds off. So somewhere around there. A lot of weight off. I now have released more weight than I currently weigh, and it's just going down from here. And it makes me want to ask you some things, put some things on my mind. I always think about what I'm going to say to you, and I was thinking about being temporarily uncomfortable. And are you willing to be temporarily uncomfortable? We had a birthday party for a coworker just recently, and there were some signals crossed, and so a lot of people brought desserts, not just like one dessert, but there were 3 desserts at this. And I was sitting in a conference room because I care about the person and I wanted to wish them well, and I was watching everybody eat all the desserts, and I was temporarily uncomfortable because I felt like I stood out for not eating the desserts. But also I wanted to be eating the desserts. Sometimes my willpower is rock solid and sometimes it's not awesome. So I was thinking that I am temporarily uncomfortable, but I have the greater goal in mind to get down to my goal weight, to release a total of 300 pounds, get down to my goal weight of 136, and I have a laser focus. So I have decided I am willing to do whatever it takes. And if that includes being temporarily uncomfortable, I will be temporarily uncomfortable, and that is okay. And one of the key things that I want to remind you guys is it's temporary. It is temporary. You do get past wanting the poison that passes for food for most of America, you do get past wanting that. You do start liking food, which is fruits and vegetables and whole grains and potatoes and seeds and nuts and things like that. What am I missing? Beans and legumes. That's food. The stuff that you buy in the packages and the bags and the bottles, that's not food. That a lot of times is poison. You got to be really careful. You know, I'll buy I'll buy like packaged tomatoes. They're in like an aseptic carton, and I'll sometimes buy cans of beans or aseptic packages of beans. But I really prefer to make my own beans, and it's so cheap. It's so cheap. So what I'm saying is, you may have to be temporarily uncomfortable. You may have to do more effort. You know, I can't eat at a restaurant. I can't wait to plan my food. If I don't plan my food, I'm not going to have food, because they don't sell food at restaurants anymore. They sell stuff covered in oil and sugar. So if I don't make my food, I don't have food, you know? So I have to be temporarily uncomfortable and take the time to prep the food. I have to plan ahead. I have to be temporarily uncomfortable when I go out walking, even when it's raining, or, you know, when I don't feel that great, or I have to be temporarily uncomfortable when I know I need to give my body enough rest and I want to stay up for this or that, but I choose to not do that. So, you know, I want to ask you, are you truly, truly willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals? Because I decided at a certain point, I will do whatever it takes. I will do with whatever it takes, as long as it is healthy and is going to be something for my highest good. Which I know getting to my goal weight and overcoming obesity is going to be such a huge benefit for me. I am willing to be temporarily uncomfortable. Now, luckily, I eat in a way that makes me feel full, so it's not like I go around feeling hungry, because I'm allowed to eat a lot. When you eat fruits and vegetables, you can eat a lot. So that is a great thing. I really enjoy that. But you know, whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. I feel that way. And so I am open to new ideas. So I'm open to, I tried NEAT, you know, I tried being active all through my day instead of just in short exercise sessions. And that has been great for me. I tried intermittent fasting, and that has been great for me. I've tried, when I first heard SOS free, I thought it was insane, because how could the food even taste good? Who ever heard of cooking stuff without oil? You know, every recipe my mom ever had was, you know, a couple tablespoons of olive oil and some garlic and some onion. So how do you cook veggies and cook everything and make it taste good without oil? But it's easy. That actually is the easiest thing. When I heard no salt, I thought, no flavor, no yuck, just complete yuck. You know, I loved salt. And so I was like, why in the world would I want to do that? And no sugar. I was horribly addicted to sugar. Even like the raw food people let you use like maple syrup and sugar and stuff. And AJ was like, be careful with dates even, because they can trigger you. So, you know, and what I would say to you is, have a little faith. Sometimes something sounds crazy, or it sounds like it might be difficult, or it sounds like, you know, the way I've heard people say, I could never go vegan because I love cheese, or I could never go vegan because I love meat, or whatever. Give up whatever is the easiest thing. Just step out on faith and realize that you can do it. If you aren't plant-based and you want to flirt with it, try doing meatless Mondays. You know, a lot of people do a meatless Monday and they realize how easy it is. If you, and this is what cracks me up. So let's say that you're really trying to give up cheese. You're really trying to be straight vegan. And every once in a while you screw up and you have a piece of cheese, or you have some dairy ice cream, or something slips in there, okay? Or you have a cookie and realize it had an egg in it or something. You're still not eating animal products like 90% of the time, 95% of the time. You've still saved the lives of hundreds of animals. You've still contributed to so much less greenhouse gas. You're starting to heal your arteries. Your body can handle an insult once in a while, just can't handle being clobbered by, saturated fat 3 times a day like we usually do to it. So please give yourself credit for the small changes you've already made. Be willing to step out in faith and try some stuff that sounds hard. You're a lot stronger than you know you are. You have done hard things in your life. You have gotten through some tough stuff, and you could totally do this. I believe in you. How do I know? I used to be 436 pounds. I could barely walk from here to there. I did hard things. I was willing to be temporarily uncomfortable, even trying to stand up, even trying to walk when you're that size is horribly painful. Had all kinds of physical stuff going on. And I'm so grateful to myself for being willing to be temporarily uncomfortable. And sometimes telling you guys all my stuff, like when I got kicked out of Wonderland and I gained back 50 pounds, that wasn't that fun to tell you. That if you haven't seen that video, I'm bawling like a baby in there because I was just so disappointed in myself, and it's so painful to be out of integrity. So I would say the temporary discomfort of not having something that you want when you want it, that passes. The pain of carrying around hundreds of pounds, that's really hard. That is difficult. The pain of knowing you're not in integrity with your beliefs, that is unbearable. So just something to think about today. Be willing to step out in faith and be willing to be a little uncomfortable to get what you want. Everything that's worthwhile has a price. Are you willing to pay that price? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because I'm willing to do whatever it takes. All right, love you guys. I will talk to you soon, and have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye.